Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be taking a look at some new luxury beauty that is coming soon. So thank you so much to Angel Naked One and Amit Beauty Talk. That's where I'm getting this information from. And I'll leave their accounts linked down below in the description box. So definitely give them a follow. And let's go ahead and we're going to start off with some information from Angel Naked One. And we've got quite a few things from YSL coming soon. So first up, we have the YSL Pure Shot Serum Stick. So this is actually kind of intriguing. It's supposed to feel very moisturizing and, basically be a serum in a stick form. I don't typically go for YSL skincare, but this is intriguing to me. So I'm kind of tempted to try this, but I don't know if I'll pick this one up or not. It is due to launch September 11th in Japan and later for the US and European markets. So we'll see. That's a maybe. Then from Hourglass, this is going to be coming very soon. Not sure exactly when, but probably within the next few weeks or so. We have the Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush. So this is supposed to be a delicate velvety cream texture. There are 7 shades and it is coming soon. I'm interested in trying this, so I might pick up 1 or 2 of these to test out. Let me know what you think about this. I think, this could be intriguing. And then also from YSL, we have the Inks Vinyl Cream Lipstick. So I used to love their lip vinyls. The YSL lip vinyls were one of my go-to lip products for several years when they first launched. This is due out in August. And yeah, I don't know if I'll pick this up or not. I'll probably pick one up to try, but we'll see if there are any particular shades that really call to me. My lip collection is getting a little bit hard to store, so I don't want to add too many more lip products. And then, but I have to get these next ones. So from Valentino, we have the Spike Valentino Extra Matte Lipstick. So these are going to be a slim style packaging, which is already telling me that it's going to be kind of a soft velvety texture. And these are supposed to be extra matte, but more comfortable on the lips than their regular matte lipsticks, non-drying, and they should be high pigmentation level. And you can see the packaging here. We've got spikes on there, which to me makes me think of more of a limited edition collection, but I haven't seen anything that says that this will be a limited edition launch. And I have to say I'm intrigued by these. So there have been 2 swatches that I've seen floating around. One of them is kind of this plummy pink shade that I'd really like to try. So that I definitely want to try those lipsticks. Next, we have another liquid blush, this time from YSL. So this is the Make Me Blush Liquid Blush. And 6 shades coming in August. I'll probably try these. So I feel like this is definitely the year of the tinted lip balm and liquid blushes and, high blush lighters. So I'll definitely test those out. And I'm curious to see, again, 6 shades. So, maybe 1 or 2 of those I'll pick up. Then more lipsticks. Again, I'm going to have to try some of these. So I'm really trying to limit some of the other ones that I pick up. These are from Burberry and it's a lipstick balm. So what is interesting to me about this is most lipstick balms, they always say like you put it on, it melts into your lips and blah, blah, blah. But this specifically says it's not going to melt into your lips. So you won't have any issues with it's sinking into any contour or lip lines or anything like that. So it's not supposed to melt in, but it is supposed to be moisturizing, gives you kind of a balmy texture. The photos here, it kind of looks a bit more glossy than balmy to me, but I'm definitely curious about trying these. They are available already in some countries, but not here in the US. There are 15 shades. And, I am definitely intrigued by a few of these. So for me, it's definitely like if we're looking at the top row, that 4th one in is a must have for me. And then the second to last one in the bottom row. Those are kind of the 2 I definitely have my eye on. But every time I end up seeing Burberry lipsticks, I get kind of swayed and end up picking up too many. So I'm going to try to be good, but definitely want to try those when they come out. Then moving on from Gucci, we have highlighters coming out. And this collection, you can only see these 2 new highlighters, but there are supposed to be additional shades. And if you look closely, you can see that these highlighters have multifaceted shades in there. So you can see, particularly, I think it's easier to see in the bronzy shade. You can see a little bit of pink and gold and so forth. So I'm curious about that. You can see in the swatches, you know, a little bit more of those like color shifts there, but it doesn't look super glittery per se, unless, you know, I'm thinking that the way the light's hitting in it is what we're seeing as kind of those shinier parts, but we'll see. So I'm hoping it's not too glittery and it's more of a sheen. But definitely interested in trying a couple of those highlighters. And I really like this brown one for eyeshadow, so I might even get that one just for the eyes. But there are also supposed to be new lips coming with this collection, and I don't know if that's going to be just new lipstick shades or if it's a new lip product. So we'll have to wait and get more information, but I'm definitely interested in this launch, and I can't wait to see what is coming then. And Tom Ford. This for me is a total pass because, again, we have more repeats. It's another collection featuring body heat. I mean, what else are they going to do, right? Could they possibly come up with a new color story for these limited edition collections? But yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing special for me about the packaging. The price tag for Tom Ford makeup has really skyrocketed over the years. And the fact that they keep just reusing body heat over and over and over again, I'm really tired of it. So that is going to be a pass for me. And then moving on to some information from Amit. And this time we have the Dior Fall Collection. So we have 4 new quints here. I always want to say quad. 4 new quints. I do think they look nice, but they do look similar to palettes and color stories that we have seen before. And since I don't absolutely love this new Dior eyeshadow formula, I'm not sure. I probably will pick up 1 or 2 of the quints, but I'm not going to pick up all 4 of them. The packaging of these is going to be a fabric packaging with it's the plan of Paris, the city, on there. So it's going to be like a map of Paris with your street crossings and so forth. So I think it's pretty cool. But, you know, it's also nothing that for me is a must-have. The lipsticks, we have 2 repeat shades and then we have 2 new shades. But honestly, the 2 new shades, they look pretty warm. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up any of those. I was really tempted by the 3rd shade pictured here, which is the new rose shade. Like reading the description, it sounded like it was going to be a cooler rose shade, but it definitely looks more peach, more even maybe a little orange. So I'll have to see swatches, but from that, it's not really calling to me. So the Dior Fall Collection, I have to say, I'm not super excited for. So I might pick up a few pieces, but definitely not the whole collection. Now, coming soon from Dior, we also have another collection featuring a lot of pink. So this reminds me of their SUQQU collection they typically come out with in the spring. But I'm not super interested in this one either. Part of it is the fact that their formula is now not a must-have formula for me. Otherwise, this second palette here that you see with the pink in the center, that would probably be one that I would pick up. And I might still pick that one up. It reminds me of the pink Sakura Dior palette from a couple years ago, although not quite as plummy or purpley as that one was. But it still has kind of a similar vibe. So I might pick that one up. The blushes, I have not had good luck with these Dior Rouge blushes since they reformulated them, so I'll probably pass on that. The lipstick and the maximizer I think are pretty, but again, they're not things that I need. So I will probably pass on that whole collection, but that should be coming soon, hopefully, to the Dior site. Then we also have the Dior Forever Skin Contour Sculpting and Bronzing Sticks. And I don't know. I'm probably pass on these, but I'm not sure. I know they have a new foundation stick coming out as well, but typically Dior foundations are a little bit too deep in yellow for me, so they don't usually work. If I did find a match in that, then I would probably pick up one of these sticks to go with it, but I'm not holding my breath on that. So it's a probably not for those sticks. And then we have already talked about the Chanel Jardin Imaginaire summer collection. That is due out July 19th. We now have a date. But you can see here from these updated photos that it does look different than it did from the original photos we saw where, you know, the one blush, it looked very purple. And now you can see that blush highlighter duo is really more of a fuchsia pink. And I have seen some swatches floating around, and it's definitely just not as special or unique as it originally appeared. So will I still pick up this collection? Most likely. Yes, I will definitely be picking up some things from this collection, but I don't think I'm going to pick up as much as I was originally intending to. You can see we've got more shades of the Stilos available. I'm still definitely tempted to get some of these, so I'll be picking up, you know, probably definitely that teal shade, that aqua, and then that like purpley blue shade there. So the second and third shade here. And then I haven't decided on any of the others yet. The Balm Essentiels here, they both look a little bit, the lighter one looks deeper than it did from the original promos. And honestly, these shades aren't ones that I need in my collection. They look kind of similar to things I already have. So I'll be passing on those, as well as the nail polishes, which I just, you know, I prefer indie brand nail polishes with a bit more, you know, nuance to the shades. So although those look very nice, they aren't ones that I'll wear frequently enough to warrant the cost. So I have to say, I will pick up the Chanel, but I'm a little disappointed with these newer photos and swatches that we've seen versus the original promo photos. So I'm including some photos here from Macchia magazine, and these are some real life photos of the Chanel collection. You can see the swatches here. So I do think that they look pretty. They're just not as unique as they looked originally. So I'll pick up the pink one. I might pass on the more orangey coral one, although I like that orangey shade. The more yellow highlighter probably won't work as well for me. And keep in mind that the swatches here are going to be on a warm undertone. So for me, these items will look a bit, they'll probably look a little bit deeper and warmer in hue than they look on this particular arm that we're looking at. You can see the swatches of the Stilos. You know, I'll definitely pick up 44 and 46, but I'm also looking at 42 and 48 potentially. So we'll see. And yeah, so I think those swatches are pretty helpful. So hopefully that'll help anybody else who's trying to decide what they want to pick up if you're trying to get it right on the launch. I do think that this collection is going to sell out pretty quickly, but it will probably end up, you know, starting off at boutiques before heading to the website. So, you know, you should have a couple opportunities, and then we should see it at department stores a little while later as well. Moving on from Rabanne, we have some new lip glosses. So these are called the Glowies lip gloss. And, you know, I like their lip products I've tried so far. I do have a couple new ones I need to review. But I do plan on picking these up, particularly if you take a look at the second one there. It's kind of like this sparkly purpley shade. I definitely want to get that. And then I do really like, I have their lip balm in the lavender shade, and that last lip gloss looks like it's a lip gloss version of that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to pick up a few of these, 2 or 3 probably. And I'm hoping that those are good. So I do like their lip products. And then moving on to Valentino again, we have new gel eyeliners from Valentino. So I have really been enjoying Valentino makeup in general. So I definitely plan on picking up some of these eyeliners. You know, that purple and green are definitely going to be must-haves for me. Since I did just recently pick up a whole bunch of eyeliners, I'm probably going to try to stick to just a couple and maybe stick with those, you know, more unique shades that I don't really have versus our regular browns. But I'm very tempted by that cocoa brown. So we'll have to see. I might end up having to get that one as well. Next, from Bobbi Brown, we have the Weightless Skin Foundation. This is supposed to be a natural matte foundation that feels pretty weightless on the skin, hence the name. And this is due out July 26th worldwide. And, you know, I haven't had the best luck with shade matching with Bobbi Brown foundation, so this will probably be a pass for me. But, you know, if they do little samples, I would definitely like to try it. And moving on, we have more lip balms, this time from Dior. So Dior has basically reformulated all of their lip products over the last year and a half. And now they have reformulated the lip balms as well. So there are 3 shades, clear, there's kind of this milky gray shade and a deeper shade. And I'm definitely interested in testing these out. And moving on, we have Hermes Fall. So in this case, we have 3 new lipsticks. I have to say this collection overall to me is a little bit disappointing. I think the lipsticks look very pretty, but I don't think they look very unique. And I guess I was just looking for something a little bit more special. So we have shade 73 and 23 are the 2 that I really like. 3 is probably a little bit too light for me. I think these all look like they are the creamy matte formula. So let's face it, I'll probably pick up those 2 lipsticks, but we'll see. I have to say though, the eyeshadow palette, I'm just not thrilled with it. It's not very exciting or interesting. So for me personally, I don't love the Hermes eyeshadows to begin with. I don't like the way that they are laid out because I find it's just kind of a waste of space this way. Like I don't like the arrangement with the squares and the circles personally. And I think the formula is a nice formula. No issues with the formula. I just don't think it's special or, for me, worth the money. So, you know, with all of those things, plus the fact that the color story itself isn't super exciting to me, I'll probably pass on this. But we'll have to see when we see actual swatches of the eyeshadows. Perhaps there's something a little bit more unique about them that I can't tell from this photo. So I'll hold my thoughts and reservations right now, but we will see. But right now, not too excited, probably pass on the eyeshadow palette. And then we have SUQQU Fall. We spoke about this in the last video, so I'm just gonna, you know, kind of throw up this picture here. Definitely interested in purchasing several of the items from this collection. You know, I definitely want the lipsticks, or at least a couple of them. The lip fogs are some of my favorites, and I thought that formula had been discontinued, so I'm glad to see that's back. But the big thing here are going to be your new blushes. So I'll definitely be picking up several of those. The eyeshadow palettes I think look gorgeous, but for me, the star is definitely going to be these new blushes. So I'll be picking up several of those to try and compare. So can't wait for that. Then the last thing we're looking at is going to be Givenchy Fall. So this collection is a bit disappointing. Okay, kind of a lot disappointing. So, you know, we already know that they have reformulated their new loose powders. We haven't seen those here in the US yet, but, you know, the things that I've heard so far from people who already have them it has not been that great. So I'm definitely not too excited about that anymore. So we have the pressed powder here, which is probably also reformulated. Who knows, right? But the packaging itself reminds me more of Valentine's Day that they had a couple years back. So it kind of seems like they're reusing it. And then like all of these shades, I'm not positive that all of the shades are repeats, but at least 3 of the 4 here. So yeah, you know, it feels to me like they're using up leftovers that they have and just repackaging them. So for me, it's just not an exciting collection. I have to say though, this lip gloss here, the one in the middle on the bottom, that's one of my favorites. I absolutely love that. I use that one all the time. It's shade 210. You know, it's fantastic. But again, I already have it. So this collection looks like a pass for me. And you know, Givenchy, for some reason, is kind of hard to get here in the US. Like, we don't get all of their releases, and you know, things pop up and then sell out. And so I guess it's kind of good that it's a pass because they're just not as easy to get as some other brands. And I do hope that changes. I think they would do really well here if it just seems like they don't put that much effort into the US market. And I feel like if they did, they would do very well here. So those are my thoughts. I'd love to know what you guys think. And let me know what products you're interested in, what your thoughts are on all of these items here. Again, thank you so much to Angel Naked One and Ami Beauty Talk for all of the information and photos. And I have their accounts linked down below. So please definitely check them out. And I'll see you very soon. Have a great day. And thanks for watching.